Hey y'all, here I am. Check it out. In the heart of Deep East, Texas. Just got up, came down here to look around the garden, and it's a little neglected. It's still doing fine. I've had a real busy week, but today's matinee is wrapping it up for Secret Affairs of Mildred Wild, and it was a good run, really funny, had a blast. So I'm gonna have a little bit of time off before my next project starts. So I'm gonna be putting some time in the garden and sharing what I do with you. And I've just been looking around, taking stock, trying to think of stuff I'm gonna do this week. I've got to harvest some worm castings and redo my worm bins, get them up and running good, so the worms have plenty of bedding and I get lots of worm castings.
All right, let's take a quick peek at a couple of my worm bins. Here are those tomatoes that I started from the suckers that I pulled off. They're doing real well. I just potted them up into this next bigger size pot. And been saving up these little flyers to shred up for some bedding for in the worms. Here's that orange mint. Man, that stuff smells good. And you can see I need to top these bins off. Yeah, the worms are moving up into this top bin here, and they're starting to break down this paper, so I'm going to need to fill that up and put in some more coffee grounds and stuff, and vegetables and clippings. But here, look down in there. This is all worm castings. This is what the worms turn all the bedding and the scraps of food into. Probably about 2 or 3 inches deep of that worm poop. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, so just gonna have to scoop all that out of there, fill these bins back up. Same thing with this one over here. I got the worms moving up into this bin. Just gonna pack it full of good stuff for them to eat, and they'll want to come up and get in with all this shredded paper and coffee grounds. Just take a minute, finish up my coffee. 5 minutes, I'll have that all shredded up.
Got to pull out some things and make room for some summer stuff. A lot of the kale is gone to seed. And
All right, here's that really dark purple kale. Got lots of seed pods on there. This is the red Russian kale. Gonna get plenty of seeds from that. And this is the romaine lettuce. It looks kind of like tiny little dandelion flowers. It's awesome.
got to do something about this giant squash behind me here. It's kind of taken over. I'm going to see if I can trim that back a little bit. I've seen a couple female flowers that might have been pollinated, so might have some squash coming from that volunteer squash.
Here, look at this little girl getting busy in these big squash blossoms. They're real deep. She's got to crawl down way down in there to get after the nectar, and then she's rubbing up against that stamen, getting all kinds of pollen on her. And it's been mostly male flowers, but I guess that's how it works with the squash. A lot more male than female flowers. I've been talking with my good friend Dr. Josephson. He's been in the Secret Affairs of Mildred Wild with me, and he's a beekeeper, and he's got me excited about getting set up with some beehives myself. Turned me onto a couple really good articles, one that he's written himself, and then a couple good magazines. So hopefully in the future I'll be going off with him and making some videos of his beehives, maybe seeing him do some maintenance. He also goes and captures wild beehives, so hopefully get started doing that. And she's awful busy.
And just gonna do some maintenance around and hopefully it'll be interesting enough to show you. All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna do some watering and look at stuff today. So I'm gonna get after that.
Here's that pretty orange mint again. Man, this smells great. It tastes good. Here's some of that wild mint that I inherited from whoever used to garden here before. Beautiful lemon thyme and regular thyme. Some cilantro is going to seed or going to flower up there. But man, this stuff is so strong, and the lemony is so lemony. I need to dry this stuff up. I can't use it fast enough. My friend Josh and Mandy from the Josh and Mandy channel, they dehydrate their herbs, and I want to see if they can't give me some tips, help me save some of this stuff.
All right. Well, I got a little bit of stuff started, a little more work to do. Then I gotta get cleaned up and go do my last show for Mildred Wild. And I've got a few pictures, and there's gonna be a few more coming. I'm just gonna put up a photo collage. I've been putting some on my Facebook page, and they're picky about us filming the shows, so we took some candids and some posed pictures to make it look like we're actually in the show. So I'll make a video, post that up, and you can look at it if you want to. I'll let you know that it's just pictures of the show. I'm gonna finish up down here. Thanks a lot for checking in. I hope your garden's growing well and that you're having a beautiful day. And shoot, I'll see you next time in the garden.